No! I want to be with you forever, Noboru.
Ami, I have to leave you for now, but I'll definitely become an amazing man someday. On that day, I'll come and find you again, so wait for me.
Really? You promise? I'll wait for you forever.
Yes, I love you, Ami. I won't forget our promise. That's my 10th consecutive rejection. I knew changing jobs wasn't going to be that easy. If I had known, I'd have stayed at that company a little longer. My name's Noboru Kazaoka, and I'm now a jobless 25-year-old. I was previously employed at a small IT company, which unfortunately turned into a black corporation. I'd pretty much gotten used to taking the last train home, and I wasn't even getting paid properly. Having reached the limits of my physical endurance, I handed in my notice last month. I thought I'd be snapped up by another company immediately, but reality is cruel. It's a daily routine for me by now to say a prayer before clicking into an email. Whatever. If I take these negative feelings into an interview, I'm just gonna fail it again. Today's the all-important final interview. Now's the time to hype myself up. I'll get it for sure this time. That's the only thought I should be focusing on right now. After that, I got changed and headed to the location of the interview.
You can go in now. Our president is waiting for you in the conference room.
Alright, thank you. It's the same conference room I had my first and second interviews in. At least the familiarity helps me to settle some of my nerves. I made sure to do my research on the company too, so everything should go smoothly. It's not a super big company, but the salary's decent, and the job's in line with my previous work experience. Today's the day I'm gonna get that job offer. Hello.
Please, sit down.
Thank you. This person is the president? I already saw her photo on the company website, but she looks even prettier in real life. Wait, what does that matter now? I have to focus on the interview.
You should already know this, but my name is Ami Amino, the president of this company. If you don't mind, let's start the interview right away. First, in no more than 30 seconds, please tell me your name, why you want to join this company, and why we should hire you.
30 seconds? On second thought, rather than having to find things to talk about for 10 minutes, keeping it short is actually easier. I'm Noboru Kazaoka. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. The reason I applied for this company is because your mission statement, "Every system should be customized for the client," resonated deeply with me. At my previous workplace, my main job was developing web applications for our clients while carefully tailoring every project to each client's specific requirements. I firmly believe that your company's vision aligns with my own personal work values. I also have experience with using different programming languages, such as Java, Swift, and Python, at my previous job to develop web applications. That should be everything. I think I got it all out within 30 seconds.
Are you the type of person to keep your promises?
What a random question. Of course. I always do my best to uphold deadlines and promises made to clients. If a project is running late due to unavoidable development issues, I'll tell the client as soon as possible and discuss a deadline extension with them.
I see. Then what about personal, non-work related promises?
I always try to leave more time than I need for my personal appointments, so I've never once been late for a meeting with someone.
Is that so? So you've never broken a promise?
Yes. Huh? The air around her has completely changed. Did I say something wrong? What answer was she expecting?
In that case, of all the little girls you've met from 0 to 5 years old, which one left the deepest impression on you?
What the hell kind of question is that? For now, let's answer her with the little girl I met most recently. My 3-year-old niece. I had the chance to see her a few months ago, and I really treasured the time I spent with her.
It seems like I should have been more specific. Among all the girls of the same age as you that you met in your childhood, which one left the deepest impression on you? Please describe her best qualities and tell me what you liked most about her in no less than 5 minutes.
That's way longer than the work question, though. I mean, this is a really weird question, but of all the girls I knew when I was a child, it has to be... You're Ami, right? Long time no see.
You're still in the middle of an interview. It'd be best if you refrained from speaking so casually. Noboru.
I apologize, but if you just called me Noboru, that means I'm right, aren't I? I never thought I'd meet you again in this kind of setting.
Huh? Didn't you apply for this company because you knew I was the president?
Not at all. This is a coincidence.
Huh? A coincidence? But if you know what our mission statement is, you must have looked at the company website, right? You mean you didn't see my name and picture on there?
Her interview manners are slipping too. I guess I can't blame her. I'm so sorry! Your surname was different, and you'd grown up into a seriously beautiful lady, so I never suspected you were the same person. Ami isn't exactly an uncommon name after all, and since her surname is different, that means she's married? Well, wait, she's the same age as me. It's not really strange for someone to be already married at 25 years old.
This surname is the one my mother was born with. I had to change it because my parents got divorced when I was in elementary school.
Oh, my condolences. No, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I suppose your answer is acceptable. You did say I'm beautiful.
Man, did I just save my life with that? Her parents got divorced, huh? Even though they always seemed so happy together. Oh, which means back then...
We went a little off track. For now, why don't you go back to the interview?
Right. She's back to speaking formally again. Time to get back into the interview mindset. Of course, I'm ready.
To be honest, you've already completed your final interview.
Huh? May I ask what you mean by that?
Your first interview was with the hiring team, but your second interviewer was your potential direct supervisor. I was originally meant to be present at your second interview as well, but when I read your resume, I realized it was you, Noboru. I mean, Kazuka. I thought it'd be unfair to have someone you know interviewing you, so I decided not to participate. As long as you manage to pass those 2 interviews, it means that you're a good fit for this company.
Oh, thank you very much. I see. I did think it was a bit strange that a company of this size had 3 rounds of interviews, so there was actually only 2.
Therefore, this interview wasn't necessary in the first place. Right. We can send the official job offer to you by post, but would you like me to pass it to you now?
Huh? Thank you very much for hiring me. I was shocked to find out it was Ami, but at least I got the job. Let's just be happy that my job hunting has finally succeeded.
Now, from these 2 sheets of paper, please choose the one that appeals to you most.
There's 2 pages? Normally a job offer document only has 1. And she said to choose one? What's going on?
This is the important decision of your life up until now.
This one's the official offer. The other one's a marriage registration form. Is this some sort of mistake?
No, there's no mistake at all. Please pick the one that you find most appealing.
I'll take the job offer then. You can have this one back.
I'll ask you one more time. Which one do you want?
I can feel the immense pressure behind her smile. Like I said, I'll take the job offer.
Let me put it this way. If you choose the marriage registration form, you'll have the option of either being a house husband or being a contributor of a dual income household.
No, wait. This is just weird.
You think so? In this day and age, I don't think being a house husband is weird at all.
No, that's not the part I have a problem with. What's weird is a childhood friend I haven't met in 20 years just handing me a marriage registration form like it's no big deal. And aren't we still technically in the middle of our interview?
I'm officially ending the interview here. So, is it okay for us to talk about personal business now?
Sure. Can I speak casually then? So, as I said, why do I have to choose between the marriage registration form and the job offer document again?
I mean, if you change your mind and want to become a house husband after joining the company, it'll cause trouble. So, I thought I'd ask you to choose. If you're insistent on contributing, I'll give you both the marriage registration form and the job offer. So what are you going to do?
Just hold on. This is the first time we've met in 20 years. We've never even gone out together before.
I can't believe it. You don't remember your promise?
Huh? Sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you say it one more time?
I don't care anymore. I have work to do, so you can leave now.
Huh? Ami?
Goodbye, Noboru.
Huh? Did I do something wrong? In the end, I returned home in a daze. I was offered the job, but at this rate, it might be rescinded at any moment. More importantly, I finally met Ami again, but we parted on such bad terms. And I don't even know why. There's probably some kind of misunderstanding between us, but who knows if I'll get a chance to explain myself. At least, that was what I thought. But a few days later, I received a notice that I had passed my final interview, along with a job offer. This isn't a mistake, right? If they're offering me the job for real, there's no question I'll accept. But is Ami really okay with this? I signed my name on the unofficial job acceptance document enclosed in the envelope and sent it back to the company. And after all the necessary onboarding procedures, I finally started my first day of work, 1 month from the day of that eventful final interview. Good morning. My name is Noboru Kazaoka. I'm honored to be joining all of you from today. I was in charge of web application development at my previous company. I'll do my best to get used to things here as soon as possible. I'm looking forward to working with all of you. I'm more experienced than when I was a fresh graduate, but introductions like this still grate on me.
Good job on your introduction, Kaizoka. This kind of thing is pretty nerve-wracking, huh?
Thank you. I was pretty nervous. Yui Yukibayashi. She was the person who did my second interview, and my direct superior now.
I couldn't tell at all. Anyway, I'll start giving you different tasks little by little. If there's anything you need help with, you can ask me anytime.
Understood. Thank you so much. I think we're around the same age. I'm lucky I got such a kind boss. And so, I gradually learned the ropes of the job under Yukibayashi's mentorship. The work was similar enough to what I did previously, so I was able to handle most of it without any issues. But it's been a week since I started working here, and I haven't been able to talk with Ami at all. Well, even at a company this small, a new employee wouldn't normally have much chance to speak to the president anyway. But I keep feeling like she's watching me from somewhere. I would think it's just paranoia, if I didn't clearly see her avert her eyes every time I looked at her.
Kazuka, good work today. Looks like you can leave on time.
Got it. Thank you.
By the way, are you free after this?
Sure. I was just going to go home.
Oh, perfect. I'm leaving on the dot today too. Let's get some drinks together. TGIF, right? There's someone else who wants to drink with you too. So can I invite them along as well?
Of course. Sounds great. I wonder who it is. The welcome party for the new employees was canceled because most of the new guys don't drink. I guess it'd be good to get to know one of my seniors in the company. That reminds me. I heard Yukibayashi can hold her alcohol pretty well too. From there, we went to a small bar together. Huh? Wasn't there one more person?
Oh, she said she'd be right over once she finishes her work.
Oh, she must be busy.
She is. If you don't mind, there's actually a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while. It's not really something to bring up during work.
Of course I don't mind. What is it? Is she going to scold me for not living up to her expectations or something?
What's your relationship with Ami?
Huh? You mean the president? I don't know what you mean.
You don't have to be so careful. I know you knew each other from before you joined.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Ami was supposed to join my second interview too, after all. She had to leave the decision up to Yukibayashi because she didn't want to hire me unfairly.
Yep. Plus, Ami and I were classmates in university, so there's no need to be too careful with your words.
Oh, I see. So, the president and I were close friends that often played together when we were children.
Huh? That's it?
Yes. I moved away when I was 5, and we didn't see each other again until recently.
So that's how it is. I thought you were her ex-boyfriend and you two had some kind of complicated thing going on. I mean, she glares at you all the time.
Oh, so you saw, huh?
Of course I did. I sit right next to you after all.
I'm sorry for causing you trouble.
The thing is, I think I made her mad during our interview.
I thought we could talk about it once I entered the company, but it turns out opportunities to talk to the president are few and far between.
Well, I guess it was pretty difficult with all our colleagues around too. I'm probably the only one at the company who knows of your prior acquaintance with her.
That's exactly right.
But you've relieved some of my worries.
Huh? How?
I mean, I kept seeing her glare at you, so I thought you were her ex or some jerk that rejected her. From what you said, you two just got into a little bit of a fight. But it's not like you two are on bad terms, right?
Well, I guess. Although, I won't know until I actually talk to her.
In that case, you're in luck. It's about time anyway. I'm sorry I'm late, Yui. Wait, why is Noboru here too?
Huh? When you said someone else would be joining us, you meant the president?
Yep. I invited both of you out because I wanted to give you a chance to properly talk. Your work efficiency falls every time Ami glares at you after all. Right. Sorry. But it was Noboru's fault in the first place.
President? Do you mind telling me the reason why you're so angry?
Figure it out yourself. And we're not at the company right now, so stop calling me president. Ami, just be honest already. When you told me this guy was your childhood friend who you often hung out with when you were young, I did think, is that really it? But don't tell me that he's the one you were telling me about in university. You know, your first. Whoa, don't say unnecessary things. Sure. I'll be heading home now then. You two can have a nice, long talk.
Leaving those words behind her, Yuki Bayashi left. Could it be? You were mad because I didn't become an amazing man like I promised?
Huh? You remember your promise? I thought you had completely forgotten about it.
There's no way I'd forget such an important promise. When we were children, Ami and I were neighbors, and we often played together. But when we were 5, we were suddenly told that we had to leave each other.
Huh? You're moving?
Yeah, we're moving somewhere far away for Dad's job.
No, I want to be with you forever, Noboru.
Ami, I have to leave you for now. But I'll definitely become an amazing man someday. On that day, I'll come and find you again. So wait for me.
Really? You promise? I'll wait for you forever.
Yes! I love you, Ami! I won't forget our promise! After that, even though I moved to a faraway city, I never forgot my promise to Ami. And 13 years later, I graduated from an esteemed national university and went to Ami's right away. Huh? There's nothing here. I see. So Ami moved too. At that time, I thought I had already become an amazing man, and I could finally go and get you. But it wasn't meant to be. Huh?
You really tried to find me? I moved after my parents got divorced, and my father sold the house because he didn't want to stay in such a big place alone.
Oh, so that's what happened. I thought it might have been something like that when you told me about your parents' divorce during our interview.
So this means you've been thinking of me all this time? But then, why didn't you take the marriage registration form when I offered it to you?
I was too shocked for one. And back then, I'd only just quit my black company, and I was technically unemployed. Not exactly what you would call an amazing man. Plus, you were the president of the company I was interviewing for. I couldn't help but think that I wasn't good enough for you.
I didn't care about any of that. I was just so happy to see you again.
I see. But still, can you wait a little longer for me to rise in the ranks in this company? Well, I don't think an ordinary employee can ever catch up to the president, though.
That's not true. And I love you no matter where you are in life, Noboru. But I can wait for you until you're satisfied with yourself.
Thank you.
But can you spell it out more plainly for me?
Huh?
I mean, we knew nothing about dating or marriage when we were children, and all you said was you would come and find me again when you grew up. I can't rest easy with just those words, and it makes me anxious when I see you talk to other girls too.
Oh, was that why you were glaring at me?
Yeah, sorry. After all, we finally met again after all this time. I was lonely and jealous.
I understand. This uneasiness was probably the reason why she tried to give me a marriage registration form out of the blue at the interview, too. Alright. I'd actually meant to tell you this much earlier, but I'll let you know my true feelings now. Sorry for making you wait so long, Ami, but I'm so glad we got to meet again. My salary's still pretty low right now, and I'm not fully settled into my new job yet. But once I become a more respectable man, please go out with me. With the intention of marriage, of course.
I finally got to hear it. I love you too, Noboru. So, hurry up and become the amazing man you want to be.
I will. I won't let you wait so long this time. We've already been separated once, but from now on, we have the rest of our lives together. A month later...
Say, Noboru, I just had a genius idea.
Huh? What is it? You look so excited that I have a bad feeling about it.
I can give you an order as the president to double your salary. Then we can start dating right away.
And you think I'd agree to that?
But I just want to date and get married already.
You'd ruin all my efforts doing something like that, so please, wait a bit longer.
Today is my long-awaited meeting with Megu, my favorite idol.
Here, done.
Faster than normal? That wasn't even 1 second.
Really? That felt like a second to me. Which means that we're done here.
Come on! For some reason, Megu always treats me super coldly, even though she's not an idol known for doing that. Maybe she just hates me. After all, I'm a veteran fan that has been standing her since she debuted when I was in middle school. Back then, I was one of only 3 fans following her. Sometimes, I miss those days. She used to be so friendly, too. Did I do something to make her dislike me? The next day, I couldn't get over what happened at the fan meet, and I've been just bummed out since yesterday. She's becoming more popular by the day, and it's getting harder and harder to get tickets to one of her events. And to be treated like that after not seeing her in person for such a long time. It's no surprise I feel like this.
Again? You've really been going around sighing all day.
Oh, sorry, Shido. This girl's name is Emi Shido. We've been classmates since we were high school freshmen. She dresses plainly and has an aloof personality, but for some reason, she talks to me pretty often. Though it's usually to complain about something I'm doing.
Seriously, whatever's going on, tell me.
Huh?
Don't people say that sharing your troubles with someone will help cheer you up? I'll do you a favor and listen to you vent.
I mean, it's not really anything big. It's just that my favorite idol was being cold to me again yesterday. I had to watch the website like a hawk to get my hands on a ticket, so it was a bit of a shock. Shido, what's wrong?
Oh, stuff like that happens, I guess. But, you know, I'm sure she doesn't hate you.
Huh? Oh, I see. Shido's trying to comfort me. Thank you, Shido. I feel better hearing that. Shido has her nice side too, huh? Are you okay? If your chest hurts or something, you could tell the teacher and go to the nurse's office. Actually, it'd be best to go to the hospital.
Don't touch me, I'm fine. This is a chronic issue I have.
That's not exactly reassuring.
I'm really okay. It's just my own self-loathing and guilt that's messing up my heart rate. More importantly, it's about time for homeroom. We should start getting ready.
During my lunch break. Huh? What's this?
Can't you tell? It's a sweet bread roll.
And why are you giving it to me?
I just happened to buy more than I wanted. You seem pretty down just now, so you can have it.
She bought too many. But doesn't Shido normally bring her own lunchbox? And to be honest, I've never seen her eating one of these.
Anyway, here.
Oh, what about the money?
No need. I'm only giving you something I don't want after all.
In that case, thanks. As I thought, Shido's such a nice girl. Ugh, don't smile at me like that. My heart's gonna start acting up again. After school, I went home because I had no other plans for the day. Huh? A notification. When I tapped into it out of curiosity, it was a new update from a common social media platform.
I'm exhausted, so I'll be taking a break today. My chest hurts.
Huh? Is Megu okay? This disturbing news suddenly appeared out of the blue. Megu does regular live streams for her fans too, but it looks like she won't be doing one today. That aside, I can't help but feel worried about her saying that her chest hurts. Huh? The post vanished.
I'm exhausted, so I'll be taking a break today.
Oh, she posted it again. But she took out the part about her chest hurting. Did she get scolded by her manager or something? Guys, Mega said her chest hurts. Is she sick?
I'm worried.
She's fine. She's got me after all. Nothing will happen to her. As I thought, everyone's panicking. Although that last guy seems like he might be trouble. Megu's original post sent her fans into a confused frenzy. Seeing that, her agency posted on their official account.
To all of Megu's beloved fans, we apologize for causing so much confusion. Megu will not be live streaming today, as she's taking a well-deserved rest. However, please rest assured that she is in perfect health. We apologize once again for the confusion. We hope you continue to support Megu in all her endeavors in the future.
And that was all they said. Just what you'd expect them to do for a popular idol. Well, if her agency says she's fine, she's probably fine. To change my mood, I decided to watch some of Megu's previous live streams. Yep, she's as adorable as I remember. And a few days later, on a random weekend.
Yoo-hoo, Kay! Thanks for agreeing to hang out.
Rion, my cousin 1 year younger than me, came over to my place. There isn't really anything to do in the house.
That's not true. We can play games or something.
Whoa there, not so close. Aren't you hot?
Come on, party pooper. We haven't seen each other in a while after all. More importantly, if you don't want to stay inside, you can show me around Tokyo or something.
You just want to go shopping, don't you?
No, I want to see the sights.
I couldn't say no to my cute little cousin.
I wonder if there's anything good around here. This is my first day off in a long time, and I'm out here looking for something that will be a good present to give him. I've hurt his feelings so many times. It's the least I could do.
I said don't hang on to me like that.
Huh? That voice. Is that what they call an unexpected windfall? I wasn't expecting anything to come out of this, but my heart skipped a beat nonetheless. Don't be shy. We're close, right?
Not in front of all these people, we're not. There's quite a crowd today, too.
Huh? No way. What's going on? I don't really remember what happened after that. I was so shocked by what I had just seen.
Chido's been acting strange lately. And by strange, I mean... Oh, morning. She's obviously been in a horrible mood lately. Rather, no matter how I look at it, it actually seems like she's angry with me. Huh? Seriously, what did I do? She's been like this ever since last weekend.
Whatever. I don't care what Hamaya does anymore. I thought I was the only one he liked. I thought he was looking only at me. To think he's cheating on me with such a cute girl. Wait, if I think about it more carefully, we're talking about Hamaya, who has no girls around him at all. Ever since he entered high school, he's barely talked to any other girl besides me, and he doesn't seem unhappy about it. So, I can't imagine how he could suddenly be dating. There's a high chance she's not actually his girlfriend. But how should I confirm it? He'll probably get suspicious if I ask him now, and then he won't give me an honest answer. A way to make him give me the answer without suspecting anything. That's it. I know exactly what to do.
Huh? What? That laugh sounds like she's up to something. What's going on?
Hamaya,
Yes?
about the Megu that you love so much, did you manage to get a ticket to her latest fan meet?
Huh? Why are you asking?
Nothing. It's just that I currently have some tickets for the fan meet happening 3 weeks later. I was wondering if you'd like one.
Oh, yes, please. I couldn't get one this time.
But why do you have tickets to Magu's fan meet? Apparently, my brother fought really hard for them. Unfortunately, the date ended up clashing with some other important event he had. He told me there were extras, so I gave one to you.
Oh, she was such a great person. It's the first time I've heard of her having a brother. But whatever your name is, thank you.
Hook, line, and sinker. Sheesh, he's so easy when it comes to things like this. Now I just need to wait until the fan meet.
On the day of the fan meet, I was able to meet Megu once again. And saying that, it's probably going to end in less than a second again. What do I even say? While pondering that, I waited for my turn to be called. And when they finally called my number...
Oh, you're here again?
Unexpectedly, she spoke to me first. I'm your fan after all.
I saw you in town a while ago. You have a pretty cute girlfriend.
Huh?
Oh, my mistake. There's no way you could have a girlfriend, right? Was she possibly a rental girlfriend?
She's probably talking about Rio. I didn't know why she was suddenly bringing this up, but I found myself getting a little irritated as well. I was one of her earliest supporters, so why am I the only one who has to get treated like this? Everyone else gets a smile at the very least. She is my girlfriend, though.
Huh? She's super adorable, right? I have a picture of her too.
I took out my phone and showed her a shot of Rion and me standing together. It was a selfie Rion took of herself stuck by my side as always. I didn't think it would come in handy here.
Your time's up.
Just like that? I got provoked by Megu and lied to her about having a girlfriend. Oh, what the hell did I do?
It's a lie. It's got to be. I won't believe it.
Ah! I'm such a stupid idiot. Seriously? What was I doing? Why did I say something like that? Also, why did Megu say something like that? At this point, I should just take a hint. I like Megu singing and dancing. That's why I've been a fan for so long. But it's hard to be the only one on the receiving end of such unkind treatment. Huh? Who could it be?
Hi.
Huh? Shido, what's wrong? And why did you come to my place?
Because I received your fan letter.
Fan letter?
Can I come in?
She had a really serious look on her face while asking, so I decided to let her in and hear her out. There's definitely something strange going on here. She seems so miserable. What's going on? So... Huh? What? Shido? What? Why is she hugging me?
Were you telling the truth? When you said you had a girlfriend?
How do you know about that?
I don't want that. I don't want you to be dating anybody else. I want you to only look at me. I want you to keep looking at me forever.
I had no idea what was going on. With zero grasp on the situation, I felt my mind descending into panic. Why are you saying something like that? Are you telling me that you like me?
Yes, I like you. Not just as Emi Shido, but as Megu too.
Huh? Megu? You've got to be kidding. You were Megu all along?
That's right. I'm Megu.
Wait, but why are you telling me that? And with the way you treated me too?
Because I like you. I like you so much that if I hold your hand too long, I'll want to keep holding it forever. So I always try to let go as fast as possible. And I start blushing when we hold hands too. I was scared I would lose control of my feelings. That's why I treated you that way all the time.
No way. I didn't know things like this happen in real life. Maybe I'm dreaming.
But I don't want you to be with someone else. If I have to see you get stolen by another girl, I would rather quit being an idol instead. So if you're gonna date anyone, date me.
Megu.
I know that I sound like the worst person right now, but this is how much I don't want you to get taken by someone else. I want you to stay with me. Once I quit being an idol, I'm allowed to date anyone I want. So go out with me, please.
Megu, Shido, calm down.
No, I'm not letting go of you until you agree.
I'm sorry. It was my fault. The truth is, I don't have a girlfriend.
Huh?
I was kind of annoyed back then, and I sort of lied in the heat of the moment.
But she was holding your arm.
She's just my cousin. If you don't believe me, I can arrange for you to meet her next time she's in the city.
So, it was really a lie.
Yeah, sorry.
Why did you say something like that? That was the biggest shock I've ever gotten in my life.
I'm sorry. I didn't think it through. She probably wasn't lying about being shocked. Her tears wouldn't stop no matter what I said. Are you okay now?
Yeah.
How long has it been since she first started crying? She's finally calmed down now.
I'm sorry. Suddenly showing up and saying all that nonsense. Even though it was my fault in the first place for treating you so badly.
But don't worry about it. It was partly my fault too, after all. More importantly, I'm happy to find out that you liked me, Shido. When did it start?
Making me tell you something like that? Meanie.
Sorry.
Honestly, when we were in middle school, I already had my eye on you as a loyal fan who often came to my events. When I found out we were in the same class at the high school entrance ceremony, it kind of felt like destiny. When I got to know you, you were such a nice guy, and before I knew it, I found myself falling more and more.
No wonder Megu's cold treatment of me started sometime when I was in high school.
Now that you know, are you sure you don't mind going out with me?
You're asking me that now?
When I think about it, I did a lot of things to you I feel sorry for.
At the very least, she's aware that what she did wasn't great. I always liked Megu, and I always thought of Shido as a kind and generally good person. That's why I don't mind at all. In fact, I should be asking you that question.
Idiot. course I would love to. After all, I like you so much I completely lost my head and did the stupid things I did.
I guess you have a point. Then I hope you get along well from now on, Shido. No, Amy.
Okay, Kaito.
After that, Amy decided on her own to graduate from being an idol and focus on being a singer instead. I did try to talk her out of it, but she told me that a singer could still sing and dance on stage. She said it was more important to her that she was able to date me without looking behind her shoulder all the time. As for me, there wasn't really anything I could do to help her with her career, so I put all my efforts into spoiling her instead. I wanted to take away some of the exhaustion from work, and you would never know it from either her idol or school persona, but she actually loves being pampered and spoiled, and is someone who caves to her extreme cuteness every single time. I'm happy to indulge her.
I was going to be changing jobs, from the main headquarters to a subsidiary company. I heard people say that it was a relegation, but I didn't really pay much mind. It's not like anything would come of caring about that anyway. Well then, tomorrow's the first day at the new job. Maybe I should eat something delicious to commemorate the day. It was at that moment I saw a woman with a really beautiful face sitting down on a bench. She was definitely my type. That's why, without thinking, I went over to talk to her. Hey, miss. What's the matter?
What do you want?
No, you're such a beautiful woman, wasting it with a sad face.
That's none of your business.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's not. But all of those empty cans by your feet. Did you drink them all? By yourself?
So what if I did?
Nothing. I think it's amazing when a woman can hold her alcohol.
Seriously, what do you want? Are you trying to hit on me or something? I'm seriously so tired of that.
Hitting on you? Now that you mentioned it, I haven't done that to someone since I became a working adult.
Sounds like you're trying to say you used to do it a lot.
I guess so. You know, I had a pretty high success rate.
Well, I'm not the same as those easy girls like that.
Oh yeah?
What are you trying to say?
Girls like that make me even more excited.
Hey, listen.
I have really good technique.
What?
Do you want to have a little taste? And you're beautiful, so I'll take care of you in all kinds of ways.
Take care of me?
Come on, aren't you getting bored of just alcohol?
What?
I was just thinking about going out to eat, but I'll feed you something delicious.
This is so good. This is actually really good.
Isn't it? She was easy. If I put a little bit of effort into it, I could drop girls so easily. The most important thing was to fully satisfy them. And that means, even without getting in bed, it would be enough to satisfy their stomach. Hey miss, you were really drinking in a crazy way, so I was worried about you.
This is the best.
Here, have this too.
Yes, yes. This makes me want to drink more and more and more.
So what happened? You were definitely drinking out of spite, weren't you?
Will you listen?
Of course.
Well, the thing is, tomorrow I'm getting a new member on my team.
Oh, really? That sounds good.
But according to the rumors, apparently he really didn't know how to do his job. And he was relegated from the headquarters.
Is that so?
My boss definitely put him under me as a form of bullying.
Do you not get along with your boss?
Forget getting along, it's the worst. That guy, all of the projects that I planned, he tears them down purely out of emotion.
I guess there are bad guys everywhere.
Exactly. And with this, it's going to become even harder to do my job. I can't do this without alcohol.
That night, I listened to this woman complain, whose name I didn't even know. We ended up drinking until the morning. Is it morning? When I woke up, the beautiful woman was gone. Not only that, but everything was cleaned up beautifully, even the cooking materials. And then, I discovered a note on the table. What's this? Thank you for yesterday. I feel a lot better now. Kaguya Momose. I see. This must be her name. Miss Kaguya. She's an interesting person. I hope I can see her again. Anyway, I should have some breakfast. And then I go to the office. Today was the start of my new lifestyle here. Today is my first day in this office. My name is Takeru Suo. Nice to meet you all. I introduced myself and bowed down. I kind of felt like a transfer student. In a manga, usually in the morning, you end up sitting next to the beautiful classmate. But that wasn't going to happen here. Instead...
You...
Huh? Miss Kaguya? What are you doing here?
What do you mean, what am I doing here?
What?
I can't believe that you're Takeru Suo.
Huh?
The guy that was going to be joining my team from today. That's useless.
The beautiful woman that I drank until the morning with last night was going to be my boss. Is this a romance novel? I'm telling you, this was purely a coincidence. No matter how many times I said that, Miss Kaguya didn't believe me.
I can't believe this.
Well, I can't really believe it either. I couldn't have imagined that the useless relegated employee that we were both making fun of all night yesterday was actually me.
Well, that's... well...
Let's just say, I'll earn back your faith regarding that through my work from now on.
That was a quick bounce back.
If I was depressed or something like that, I wouldn't be a working adult.
Is that so?
Oh, must be Suo that's starting with us. Yes, I look forward to working with you. Well, good. Momose here is brilliant, so you should have her teach you all kinds of things. I'll do my best. Although, I'm sure you won't be able to get anywhere in life under her. That guy said whatever he wanted to say, and he quickly disappeared. Wait a minute, was that him?
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Utsunomiya.
Interesting. That's him.
Be careful not to get on his bad side.
Don't you think it's a little too late? He was definitely looking at me like a useless idiot.
But not to the point where he would get in the way of your work. Right now, we're planning a new project. And if that goes through, then this subsidiary company will also change.
I could see Miss Kaguya's eyes burning with determination. I heard that the business here isn't going that well.
That's right. And it's all because of that guy. That useless guy.
Why is somebody like that so high up?
Well, isn't it obvious? It's because he's good at sucking up.
I see. I guess it's the same as me.
Huh?
I was good at sucking up to you yesterday, wasn't I?
You're right. I had a lot of fun. Wait, that's different.
Oh, good one. You know how to banter.
But wait, how did you know my name?
This morning, you washed up for me and left a note.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Anyway, I look forward to working with you.
Sure, if you're useless, then I hope you'll do your best as a useless guy.
Sure, I'll do my best. I felt like working here was going to be pretty rewarding.
Well, she did tell him straight to his face in front of a lot of people that it's sexual harassment.
What? So is that why Miss Kaguya is being targeted?
Exactly. Well, to be honest, Mr. Utsunomiya loves sexual harassment. Was seriously so annoying. So we're all happy she said something.
So I guess she hit him right in the head with that.
Also, apparently he doesn't find it interesting that people are always complimenting Miss Momose's work.
Although most people can do their jobs way better than that guy, even when he's trying.
Mr. Suo, what are you doing instead of doing your work?
Oh, Miss Kaguya!
It's not, oh, Miss Kaguya. I'm asking you, what are you doing?
I was hearing legendary heroic stories about you.
Well, that's enough. You need to come with me.
What is it? Do you want me all to yourself?
Excuse me?
Oh, nothing. Thank you for teaching me all kinds of things. I'll treat you to lunch next time.
Oh, sure.
Good luck, Takeru.
Yeah, I'll do my best. It's nice that there are so many beautiful girls in this office.
Why is it as soon as I look away, you're always leaving your desk?
Oh, please. I'm just doing my job.
Interesting. So chatting away with the female employees is part of your job, is it?
Yep, that's right. Communication is an incredibly important factor when it comes to work.
If you're going to say that, then say it after you actually done your job.
Huh? Is there something else I needed to do?
What?
I already completed the materials you gave me, and uploaded them to the cloud.
What about what I asked you for this morning?
I'm already done with it all.
No way.
That reaction. You haven't even checked, have you?
You are right. It's all done.
Told ya.
What do you mean, told ya?
Isn't this where you compliment me?
Don't get carried away.
And what about you?
I'm sorry that I had it checked. However, that being said, that attitude is irritating.
That was genuine. I'll take it. However, it hurt that you doubted me like that.
What do you want?
Let's have a drink tonight.
Huh?
Come on, a welcome party for me. That night.
Anyway, I am sorry about today.
No, that's fine already. You are treating me after all.
You can order whatever you want.
Well then, without hesitating, excuse me, I'll take the sashimi platter, but the more expensive one. After we finished work, I forced her to have a welcome party for me at the restaurant Miss Kaguya frequently goes to. But you know, it's exactly as you said it was.
What is it?
You really are disliked by the boss. For no logical reason.
What is it? You don't believe me?
No, of course I did. But at the same time, I can't just accept one person's perspective on a situation.
Is that why you're poking around the other girls?
Poking around, please. I was just trying to get along better with my new colleagues, that's all.
Hey, Takadu, can I ask you one more thing?
Sure can. Do you want my 3 sizes? From top to bottom?
No, that's not it.
You're mad.
Hugh, why were you relegated?
What do you mean, why?
According to all of the rumors that I heard, it was because you were bad at your job. But that's not the case. You're actually pretty good. Better than most. That's why I don't understand. Why are you in a place like this?
You shouldn't be calling your workplace a place like this.
Are you not going to answer me? I am your direct boss, so I should have the right to ask you, right?
In regards to that, let's talk about it some other time.
What is the answer?
I mean, if you really want to talk about being good at your job, you would probably give everyone in the headquarters a run for their money.
Are you trying to rile me up?
Of course not.
Well, in any case, at this rate, I'll never be acknowledged anyway.
But that's why you're working on this new project, right?
Exactly.
Well, as long as it's a project that's definitely going to produce a profit, it's difficult to stomp it out.
That's why I need you to do your best too.
I'll do my best. But I'd like a reward.
What's your demand?
Please, let me come drinking with you again like this.
Are you sure that's all?
Yeah, I really like drinking alcohol with you, Miss Kaguya. When I said that, a slight shade of pink flashed on her cheeks. Whether that was because of the alcohol or not, would have been way too forward. So I didn't say anything. Miss Kaguya? I completed the materials, so please, check it when you can.
Thanks. How's the appointment with the company going?
Apparently they're fully packed on Monday and Tuesday.
And I can't go on Tuesday.
I know already. That's why I'm trying to find a time on Wednesday. You would be able to go in the morning, right?
You're good at this.
In order to keep moving forward, we were doing our best in our jobs. Oh, look. Looks like the useless employees are working hard together. Sir, you know that's harassment, right? Don't you think you shouldn't say things like that?
Hey, Takadu.
What's the matter? If you don't tell people that what they're saying is wrong, people like him will get carried away. We all know that, don't we? Miss Momose, looks like he's learned a lot from you. I guess he's following right into his manager's footsteps.
I'm very sorry, sir. Takadu, you need to apologize too.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir. Mr. Utsunomiya glared at me as he stormed back to his seat. Everybody in the department knows that every single day, without doing any work on his own, he's just messing around on the internet. However, Nobody could go against him. This was his paradise.
I finally understand.
Understand what?
This is why you were relegated, wasn't it? Am I right?
No, that's not it.
Nope, that was it. Seriously, please keep your mouth shut. I am really putting everything on the line on this project.
Don't worry about it. But if he's going to try to stomp that project out just because of his own feelings, that's really a crime against the company.
A crime?
But also, didn't you feel a little bit better after that too, Miss Kaguya?
Well, yeah, I did, but...
Right?
But still, you can't do things like that. These don't cause unnecessary waves.
Yes, ma'am. And then, after all of our hard work, Kaguya's secret weapon of a project was complete. And yet, in the end, the results were cruel. No matter how many times Miss Kaguya tried to explain his potential, Mr. Utsunomiya refused to budge until the very end.
I am burnt out.
Miss Kaguya,
Maybe I should just quit this job.
I picked up the project proposal that was crumpled up on the ground and stood up. Excuse me, sir. Sure, what's the matter? The results from the presentation earlier. I just can't understand it at all. So can you please teach me where we went wrong? And what we can do better? What do you mean, what? It's all of it. Everything. Everything? I strongly believe that this project would be very profitable for our company. Pfft, obviously, I know that. Well then, why? Everything that woman does doesn't sit well with me. So are you saying that's the reason why you stomped out the project? You could say so. I can't get enough of it. Who wants a woman like that? Who thinks so highly of herself because she can do a little work? Looks so down. You too. If you don't want to become like that, then you should know your place. Although, it's a little too late. I'm going to report this to the higher-ups. And who is going to listen to someone like you, a nobody? Looks like you don't have any regrets about those statements. I smiled as I said that to him. Those were going to be my final words. Do as you want. And that was the boss's response.
Takeru, where did you go?
Just a personal matter. More importantly, are you okay?
This might be the final straw for me.
Oh, that reminds me.
What?
What you just said about quitting your job. Would you please wait a little bit longer?
Why?
Because I think the reason you want to quit is going to be gone first. When I said that, Miss Kaguya nodded her head slightly. The next day...
Takeru, you don't need to come with me tonight.
Sure, but what is it?
You know what I'm asking for, right?
Miss Kaguya glanced at our now empty former boss's seat. She had a scary look on her face. What? But I don't want to get yelled at.
That's not what it is, because it's your farewell party.
Well, if that's what you're going to say, then I'll go with you.
But even still, I can't believe that you're an employee that was sent here from headquarters to scope out the company's internal situation. Of course you'd be good at your job then.
I guess you were bound to find out. It was exactly as she said. Someone very important from the headquarters ordered me to investigate a subsidiary company whose business was doing poorly and figure out what the root of the problem was. And there, I made sure to do my job properly. And then I reported everything that happened in that time to someone so important in the headquarters that Mr. Utsunomiya could never even dream to meet, and presented him as one of the main problems of the subsidiary.
And so, now that your work here is done, you're leaving, right?
Yes. The others in your company were also brilliant, so long as that pest is gone, so it should be fine.
You completely fooled me.
What are you going to do, Miss Kaguya?
I'm going to continue working here. I mean, the project went through anyway.
I see. That's disappointing.
What is?
Well, if you were still planning on quitting your job, then I was going to scout you out to headquarters.
I don't want that, though.
But why not?
Because if I do that, then that means you're going to be my boss, right?
That's right.
Well, I have a pretty big ego, so I don't want to be under someone that was under me. And that's why I want to produce more results here first.
And then, if I were to get called to the headquarters, then I'll think about it.
If it's you, Miss Kaguya, I'm sure you're going to be fine.
You think so?
Yes, definitely. I'm saying this after working with you over the last few months, so I have no doubt about it.
Takeru, I mean it, really. Thank you for this.
I haven't done anything worthy of any thanks, though.
I thought you'd say that.
I was just doing my job, that's all.
By the way, there's one thing I want you to tell me.
What is it?
That night when we met for the first time, did you really not know who I was?
What do you think?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking.
I really didn't know who you were.
In that case, it doesn't make sense.
But why is that?
Because then there's no reason why you would have spoken to me then. What's so funny?
Do you really not know?
I don't.
Even though you said it yourself?
What?
You said it yourself, that I was hitting on you. Which means that you're my type, Miss Kaguya.
You're joking, right?
I'm serious. You brought that upon yourself. So you need to take responsibility for it.
Responsibility?
You're not a kid anymore. So you know what I'm talking about, right? Last time you seemed pretty down, so I let you off. But this time you're feeling better, right? So this time, I'll show you my technique. When I said that, Miss Kaguya's face turned bright red, and I was reminded once again how much I like her. Utani? What's the matter?
Hey, Hashiguchi. Have you seen Kato anywhere?
Oh, I saw Kato in the hallway just now.
Oh, is that so? So she still hasn't turned in her career survey form. And today is actually the deadline.
That's right. You're the student council representative. Is it your job to collect them?
Yeah.
I see. But I take it you have plans today? And want to leave early?
What? How did you know that?
Because you keep checking your watch like you're worried about the time.
Actually, you're right.
What about the other student council representative? They're good friends with Kato, right? You should just leave it to them.
That's true, but Shigeya, I guess he can forget a lot, and,
He never takes anything seriously, does he?
I wouldn't take it that far, but...
In that case, it's fine. I can get it from Kato, and I'll hand it to the teacher. Just to Kawa, right?
Yeah, as long as you give it to Mr. Kawa, that's fine. But are you sure it's okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't have any plans today anyway.
Thanks.
Sure, you're welcome. After that, Utani thanked me over and over again as she left the classroom. I hope Kato comes back soon. I decided to sit down at my desk and wait. The sun after school had painted the whole classroom red. The curtains were swaying. I could hear the sports teams calling out to each other, and it felt like the time was slowly drifting away into the sunset.
Hey, Chiguya. Do you want to go get some ice cream after this? I have a coupon.
Oh, good idea! Maybe I'll get a triple scoop.
You better share with me.
Why should I? You're getting 3 scoops anyway, aren't you?
Don't you know that girls want to try all different kinds of flavors?
Kato.
What? Oh, wait a minute. Did Hashiguchi just try to talk to me? Are you serious? With, such a serious face? Can you cut it out?
Huh?
If you're going to ask me out, I seriously can't.
What are you saying?
You're not my type.
That's not it. That's not what I'm doing. Why did you just suddenly assume that I was going to ask you out?
Are you not?
No.
Oh, well, then good. Okay then, what do you want?
The career survey form. Today was the deadline.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. Now hurry up and turn it in.
Huh? Who do you think you are? Why should I have to turn it into you?
Kato, let's just turn it in on the way home and leave. Come on. It's just a pain to get yelled at for something pathetic like that. And plus, this guy... What's his name again? Whatever his name is. He's just saying that because he has to. So give him a break and let him go.
Fine, if you say so, Chigiya.
Her attitudes to him and to me were completely different. But besides, this was Chigiya's job, not mine. Well, then, after this, you're going to turn it in, right?
Huh? Are you doubting me? That's seriously so annoying.
It's your fault for making me doubt you. It's a culmination of your track record.
What are you saying?
You're the only one that hasn't turned it in, Kato.
You're so annoying. Let's go, Chigiya.
Yeah, that's true. Whatever your name is, you can go. I'll take responsibility and make sure she turns it in. After saying that, Kato and Chigiya grabbed their belongings and left the classroom. That was originally your job anyway, making it sound like a favor? How irritating! I yelled. When I was left alone in the classroom, I yelled out loud. But it's not like anybody would listen to me anyway.
No, of course that's what would happen.
When I got home, I tried to complain to my little sister May, but I still couldn't find an ally, even at home. But why?
That guy named Chigiya, he's handsome, isn't he?
Yeah?
He's popular with the girls, right?
Seems like it. What? So do I need to explain any further?
So are you saying it has to do with the face?
Of course it does. Well, it's not just about the face.
Of course, it also has to do with the culmination of their track record and the relationship they've had with other people until now.
Some of those words sounded familiar.
You're in high school already. You should understand how the world works at this point. In this world, it's not about what people said, but who said it that makes all the difference. Someone like you, who's an unpopular loser, there's no way that you could win against a handsome guy.
Who said I was unpopular? I'm not a loser either.
First of all, the fact that you can't see yourself from a third-person perspective is a bad sign. Also, don't start saying something like, if I actually tried. The fact that you haven't tried already means that this is for the best.
You're a lot worse than Kato, you know.
I'm your little sister, so I'm just teaching you what reality is. I'm so nice, aren't I? What a good little sister.
What part of it?
Huh? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Hey,
What is it?
what do I have to do to be popular?
If you win the lottery.
That's not what I'm saying.
What? If you don't have any money, there's no way that a helpless piece of crap like you could ever be popular.
How is it that you have such a bad personality, and yet you're so popular?
What do you mean? Because I work hard for it. I work hard so that everybody likes me. And I love the attention. But you're not like that, are you?
That's not true.
What? Really? Hey, is there a girl that you like?
No.
I could at least understand why you wanted to be popular if there was a girl that you liked.
It's just that I got irritated by that unreasonable treatment, and I want to get back at them.
That's so lame. You're so lame. And this is why losers are the worst.
May.
Even if you try to be popular with such backwards feelings, I don't think it's going to work. Do you know what they say? That revenge doesn't give anything, so give it up.
Cream puffs from Seal for 1 week.
What?
If you can do something about it for me, then I'll treat you to 1 week's worth of cream puffs from Seal. I knew that that was May's favorite, and because they were so popular, they would always be sold out immediately, and they were hard to get. But I knew that May would be easy to drop with that. It was my secret weapon.
1 week? That's impossible. Every day? No way. If I could have cream puff from CL every day, that would be heaven.
Whether you believe me or not, it's up to you.
Well, if you really do bring me one every day for the week, then I'll think about it for you.
Really?
Luckily for you, you have the same genes as me, so if you put in a little bit more effort into your appearance, I think you might look better. You should be grateful to Mom and Dad. However, just 1 day, that's it. And you better not give away your identity.
Why?
Because the only thing that I can change is your outer appearance. When it comes to the inside, that's all up to you. And I'm going to keep telling you over and over again, but on the inside, you're a loser. For someone to give all of a sudden a better look on the outside and everybody suddenly accepts them and gives them attention, that only happens in the mangas.
No way!
That's why it's like Cinderella. It's a dream for one night. And if that's the case, then I can try to help you.
In the end, this was how the agreement between me and my little sister came to be. 1 week after that, after school, I ran straight to the bakery Seal that was located in the middle of town. On sunny days and on rainy days, no matter what, I kept my promise over the week with my little sister.
It's so good. There's nothing more delicious in the world than cream puff from Ciel.
Well, I'm glad.
Looking forward to tomorrow.
I believe the agreement was until today.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really.
That's unfortunate. I can't believe a week already went by. Too bad. Well then, I suppose I should keep my part of the promise.
Seriously, I'm counting on you.
You better not have forgotten the terms.
Yeah, just for one day.
And also that you make sure that nobody realizes that you're Kanta Hashiguchi. No matter how good looking you might be, if you're ugly on the inside, it leaves a worse impression.
It's unfair, isn't it? Because on the flip side, even if you're good on the inside, you won't be popular.
You're not talking about yourself, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Kenta, you're not as good of a person as you seem to think you are. You are the type of person that says you want to be popular with some pathetic reason like jealousy, after all.
Ugh.
One more thing. You say even if you're good on the inside. But people who still aren't popular with anybody after that is either some idiot that completely misunderstands and thinks highly of themselves, or, on the other hand, someone who is completely indifferent to how they look. It's not about the structure of the face. It's obviously a matter of thoughtfulness. People with messy hair and clothes that don't fit properly isn't being thoughtful about the person that they are speaking to begin with.
You're really not holding back, are you?
Of course I'm not, because those are exactly the things that I am extra thoughtful about, and that I work on. I think about topics of conversation that the other person might like, and I weave them into a conversation or I ask them, and that's why I'm popular. And regardless of that, when someone like you who doesn't want to put in any effort just says, "You're bubbly and cute, you can be popular without having to put in any effort," then obviously it's irritating.
Yes, my apologies.
Well, I know I've said this many times, but if it's just one day after school, then you could probably get away with just a good face.
Sure.
So, you don't say your name, and also, no matter what the topic of conversation is, you smile and you agree with the girl. If they ask for your opinion, just say it's cute, or something like that it's not offensive, and brush it off. Your opinion or way of thinking isn't necessary.
What's that supposed to mean?
In general, most people talk because they want somebody to agree with them. Nobody is asking for your opinion or for any justification. But you're the type of person who thinks that you know better. Then you go out of your way to add your opinion.
I guess so.
That wasn't a compliment.
Really?
Let me tell you what we call people like that. It's called not being able to read the room.
Do you have to say that? Hey, was it necessary to say that? You're the one that's not reading the room. And now you're laughing to brush it off. I'm about to cry. What a little sister.
Don't cry, big brother.
Whose fault do you think it is?
It must be your fault because you're trying to bring me down.
Anyway, the time of battle was set for tomorrow after school. I didn't think I could handle this mentality anymore, so I couldn't wait. And so, after school, I went to find May, who was waiting nearby the campus. She did my hair, and I changed into a shirt that was properly ironed, and I returned back to the school grounds. To be honest, I couldn't help but think if anything was going to change just from that. I had a hard time believing that this was the equivalent to 1 week's worth of cream puffs. That is, until then. However, those thoughts were soon about to go right out the window. As soon as I walked down the school hallway, I felt eyes on me. And not just regular eyes, but a gaze I had never felt before.
Hey, that guy. I know I've seen him before.
In times like this, did she say nothing and just smile? I did my best to put a smile on my face, but then... Screams. but not the bad kind. The voices that came out of the girls were like glitter across the hallway. From there began my parade.
Whoa!
Be careful, are you okay?
Yes.
When I helped get her back on her feet, I felt a hot stare on me. Hey, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Where's classroom 2-3? Of course, I knew the answer, but I was just trying to start a conversation.
If you'd like, do you want me to show you there?
No, it's okay. That would be a pain, wouldn't it?
Not at all, not at all. I'm totally bored anyway.
Just by talking to them, they were being much nicer than was necessary to me.
Hey, are you a student at the school?
That's a secret.
Why?
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Even in a conversation this pointless, the girls seem to be enjoying themselves.
Well, then, your name. At least tell us your name.
What's the point of knowing that anyway?
What do you mean? What's the point? Isn't it normal to want to know the name of the boy that you're interested in?
Hey, that's not fair.
You can't get ahead of us like that. Hey, do you want to go to the cafe with me? I looked away for one moment and you're already a thief.
It's not bad. It really wasn't bad. Normally, I'd only been able to see the backs of all these girls, but now, I was right in the middle of their eyes. Me only. Suddenly, I felt like I had the spotlight on me. It was at that moment.
What is this commotion?
What's going on over here? Oh, Kato. Shoot, I thought that, but I already said it out loud, so there was nothing I could do about it anymore. What? Kato? You know this good-looking guy?
I don't.
You sure?
Yeah, but I think I should.
What?
You got time right now?
I mean, I do have time, but
Is that so? Well then, why don't you hang out with us?
what?
I think I might be interested in you.
So somehow, I ended up going into town with Kato and Chigiya. Kato's group really stood out. Just by walking around, people from other schools or even college students came over and tried to talk to them. Oh, Kato! Looks like you're with the handsome guy I've never seen before.
Nice, right?
Kato, give me that handsome guy.
No way, definitely not.
Oh, then I guess I'll settle for Chigiya.
What do you mean, settle? That's mean. Just like May told me, all I did was laugh. And just by laughing, things really were going well. After that, I hung out with Kato and her crew, like we were actually friends. We went to have some international treats that were on the TV the other day, and supposedly trendy, even though I didn't know the name. And we went to a sports center and messed around. We walked around town, talking about pointless things. Hey, don't you think it's time you can tell us your name? What? Even if I tell you, you're going to forget, aren't you? That's not true. If you were a nobody, then I'd probably forget. But we're friends now. If I was a nobody, those words stabbed me in the chest. I'd been in the same class as Chigiya for more than half of the year, and he never remembered my name. Whatever. The name's not important anyway. What? But still.
I'm sure he has some reason that he can't tell us anyway.
You're nice, huh?
Aren't I? Because you're handsome, so especially to you.
Because I'm handsome?
Yeah, that's right. I don't care about the uglies.
That's awful!
But that's how it works, isn't it?
I'm not like that, though!
Nope. You're on our side, too.
That very moment, I understood exactly what May was saying. None of this was fun. Even if I was getting attention from Kato and her friends, I didn't feel anything. Is that so?
What's the matter?
I was just thinking, you guys. Yeah?
What is it?
You guys are all trash.
Huh?
But I guess I'm not that different from you. To be popular, or to be called handsome, I was trying to measure things with such shallow standards as that. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Hey, where did that come from?
Hey! Where do you think you're going? I heard Kato and Shigeya raising their voices, but I ignored them and ran. And just for a moment, I felt better. On my way home, I found Yutani. What's the matter?
What?
She was shocked, but I guess that made sense, because I looked so different that nobody even recognized that it was me. That being said, I was just in the middle of running away from Kato and Shigeya after insulting them, so I made sure not to reveal my identity to Yutani either. I didn't know who else might be around anyway. Wait a minute, is that yours?
It is, but...
Alright, wait here.
What?
Luckily, the current of the river wasn't strong, and it was shallow, so if I didn't care about my clothes getting wet and dirty, the hat was easy to get. Yeah, mission complete. I was just in the mood to do something good, so this was perfect. Here, your hat.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I would like to thank you.
Yutani had the same reaction as the girls I saw today. I was a little disappointed. It's okay, no need.
But...
It's really nothing. More importantly, good thing we were able to get your hat back. That was all I said, and I parted ways.
So, how did it feel to be Cinderella?
In the beginning, it felt good, but you know what? You were right. That wasn't for me.
I told you, didn't I? That you don't live in a world of values based on popularity or looks.
The classmates that usually made fun of me suddenly changed their attitudes with me,
Yeah.
and it made me feel really sick.
Is that so? Well, at least you were able to see that.
I guess so.
Well, the next time you try to make yourself look good.
There won't be a next time.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
What makes you say that?
I have a feeling that there's going to come a time when you're going to want to look good again, but for different reasons.
What is it? Just tell me.
You're already in high school. Why don't you get it?
And you're still in middle school. Why don't you get it?
Maybe just a difference in experience? Anyway, I know that a good time is going to come one day when you're going to definitely want to be popular again. But not just with anybody or a lot of people, to just one person.
You mean...
That day when you understand what a crush is. And when that time comes, I'll help you out. For 1 month worth of cream puffs from CL.
As a guy in high school, my little sister in middle school was teaching me about crushes. But little did I know that that time would come sooner than I thought. My everyday life was back. And me, in my normal state, I was just a part of the scenery. Both Kato and Shigeya, they kept complaining about that nameless, mysterious guy. But they didn't even look in my direction.
Hashiguchi.
Oh, Yutani.
Thank you for the other day.
When she said that, I realized that she must have been talking about Kato's career survey form.
Here, thank you.
It's fine, you don't need to. All I did was tell Kato about the career survey form due date.
What?
What?
That's not it. This is. This is to thank you for going to get my hat out of the river.
How did you know?
Of course I knew, because you're always nice, Hashiguchi.
I hate to admit it, but my little sister was amazing. It was exactly as she said. I found myself once again wanting to look good, but this time for one person. For the classmate in front of me. To like me.
Even though you were covered in mud, you went all the way out there for me. I thought it was really cool that you did that. But I'm going to keep it a secret from everybody, because I want you all to myself. It can be our secret.
And I fell in love for the first time. Oh man, I still can't get used to sleeping on a futon, but I need to hurry up and get used to it. In the morning, when I woke up, I gave myself a stretch. I could hear the sound of birds chirping outside. The sun was shining through the window, and a new day was opening up in front of me.
Oh, Makoto, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Sumi.
Were you able to sleep well?
I guess so.
That was a lie, wasn't it?
How did you know?
You seem like the type that wouldn't be able to sleep from changing pillows.
Maybe I shouldn't have bought a new one. I'm gonna go wash my face.
Do you know where it is?
Yes, I double-checked yesterday.
Oh, that's good. Breakfast is ready already.
So after Makoto walked away, Sumi Sasaki was talking to herself.
Oh, but Kirino might be there right now. Oh well. They need to meet each other eventually anyway.
When I got to the bathrooms, there was somebody already there. I was surprised. But that was because, well, they seemed pretty exposed. That being said, perhaps there was no way around that. Because for her as well, this place was just as much her home as it was mine. Excuse me.
Wait a minute. How are you?
What was that?
I'm gonna say, how are you?
Yeah, still don't understand. I'll wait until you're done brushing your teeth. But then she just kept glaring over at me, and she stayed silent and continued to brush her teeth. A few minutes later...
Phew.
Oh, do you need a towel?
No.
Is that so? I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but could it be that you're Miss Kirino Nihanda?
You're right, but who are you?
I'm Makoto Takamichi. I moved into this dormitory yesterday.
But then, why do you know my name?
Well, that's because I'd heard it from Miss Sumi. She said we're the same age. I hope we can get along.
What's the hand?
A handshake.
With you, even though you just woke up?
What?
You haven't even washed your hands yet. How dirty. I definitely can't with people like that.
And then, as if she was looking at a piece of dirty trash, she walked away from me. What's with her? And then, I was left alone in the bathroom. Oh well, guess I'll brush my teeth too. Wait, no! I forgot my toothbrush in my room! Dormitory life. Day 2. I still was having trouble adjusting to this lifestyle. The story goes back to 2 weeks ago. As we were eating dinner, my mom started talking casually, like we were just talking about plans next week.
So, what are you going to do?
What do you mean?
Like I said, your dad is going to be assigned on an overseas project, so I'm asking you if you're going to come with us or not.
Yeah, wait. This is the first time I'm hearing about any of this.
Well, of course it is. I said it the first time just now.
Well then, why would you say the words like I said? That's misleading. But wait, what? Dad? He's getting transferred overseas?
You're always really slow to react to everything.
Shut up!
Anyway, I'm going to be going with him, but what are you going to do? If you're going to stay in the country, then that means you're going to have to live alone.
Are you serious? Living alone? I'd never heard such happy words. Even if I was awake until the late hours, nobody would say anything to me, and I could do as I wanted. So when are you guys leaving?
Seriously, you don't have any cuteness to you. Also, even if you're going to be living alone, we're going to put you in a dorm with a building manager.
What? But that's not the same as living alone at all.
Don't complain. If you're alone, you're not going to cook or do laundry or any of that, are you?
You have no faith.
Faith is something that comes out of years of building trust. It's been 17 years since I gave birth to you, and there's no proof that you have been able to build any of that trust. Well, anyway, fine. I'm going to make a request to my friend's dorm.
And so, for the first time in my life, I was going to be living alone. Before I knew it, I was already moving, and it was all done in time. And then, yesterday, I arrived at the dormitory that I'd be living at from now on. So this is the dorm that my mom is talking about. How do I say this? It's got some character to it. I guess I need to go to the manager first.
Oh my, are you Makoto Takamachi?
Yes, I am, but...
Is that so? Nice to meet you. I am the person that's been in charge of managing this place. I'm Sumi Shikisaki.
Does that mean you're the building manager?
That's right.
She was beautiful.
Makoto, what's the matter?
Nothing. You were just a lot younger than I expected, so I was surprised. When I heard building manager, I was picturing an older woman, like a grandma.
Oh, would you have preferred that?
No, not at all. You're a beautiful woman. I'm happy.
You're an honest boy, aren't you? Okay, I think it's a really good thing for you to be so straightforward. Anyway, welcome.
Oh, yes. I look forward to living here starting today.
Sure. Here, there are 7 people living here, including you. There are 3 college students, but they are always out playing somewhere, so you might not see them very often. Well, I'll introduce you to them little by little.
What about the other 3?
One person is me. Another is a manga author who is currently loading. They're always locked in their rooms, so you would be lucky to catch them out and meet them. And then, fortunately for you, the last person is a high school student, the same age as you.
Oh, really?
And the cherry on top, the last person is a really cute girl, so I hope you're looking forward to it.
That's what I'd heard. So I really was looking forward to it. But even though she was cute, she was completely cold. There was no inkling of any romance in there.
Miss Sumi, I wasn't told anything. What? I told you. At today's breakfast was going to be bread and scrambled eggs with sausages and tomato soup. Makoto, are you the type of rice in the morning or bread?
I'm the rice type.
Is that so? That's the same as Kirino. By the way, usually the breakfast at this dorm is Japanese food, but about 3 times a month it's Western style.
Why about 3 times?
Because it changes based on my mood.
I see.
But I don't get it. How are you so friendly already? And who are you anyway?
I told you my name earlier, didn't I? You already forgot?
That's not what I'm saying. Kirino, don't raise your voice while we're eating. Yes, ma'am. This boy is Makoto Takamachi. He moved into this dormitory yesterday.
What's up? Nice to meet you.
And this here is Kirino Nihanda. She goes to an all-girls high school in the town next door.
The town next door? You mean Yuki High? Wow, you must be pretty smart.
That's none of your business.
Well, I guess it isn't my business, but...
Anyway, from now on, you're going to be living under the same roof for a while, so I hope you two can get along.
Yes, ma'am.
If you come into my room without permission, I'm going to do you in.
I would never do such a thing.
Thanks for breakfast. Sure thing. Today is the weekend, so are you going to be going out, Kirino? About dinner? I'll be in my room the whole day, so I'll eat dinner. Thank you for preparing it for me. Got it. And what about you, Makoto?
I'd also like to have dinner. And so, Miss Nihanda left the room without saying anything else.
So, do you think you guys will get along?
I don't have anything to grab onto.
I don't blame you. That girl, she's not very good with guys.
I guess you could say she's a girls' high school type of girl. So I guess she's still innocent.
Oh? Looks like you're daydreaming about a girls' high school. How cute.
What?
Because there are no guys in an all-girls school, I can see it makes the imagination run. But because of that, compared to girls in mixed-gender schools, there are a lot more girls that are very outspoken, and they'll talk about all kinds of things.
Interesting.
Well, Kirino is different, though.
But I would like to get along with her. I do believe that it must be some kind of fate for us to cross paths like this anyway.
That's right. You've got a good mindset about you. Well then, I'm going to let you in on a little secret.
A little secret?
Yeah, actually.
After I had breakfast, I cleaned up some things around my room, and I was watching a movie on my cell phone screen. Usually I only watch mangas or action movies, but for some reason, I was watching a special sci-fi movie. But still, I don't get it. How is this interesting? The reason for that was because of Miss Sumi's words.
Actually, Kirino is actually quite the movie nerd.
Interesting.
If you want to get along with her, then I would recommend that you should watch a movie that she likes. If you do, then you would have more things to talk about.
Is that how you got along with her too, Miss Sumi?
What? Oh, that's right.
You're lying, aren't you?
Well, you know, I am the building manager. More importantly, come on, do your best.
Well, I'll try watching it, but... And so, without wasting any time, I decided to go for the challenge. But I don't get it. What's he trying to do? Wow. About 20 minutes into the movie, my eyes started to get heavy. Perhaps because I wasn't able to sleep too much last night. And all of a sudden, everything went dark. What happened? When I opened my eyes, the room was illuminated and orange. Did I fall asleep? Oh no, I've done it. When I looked up the time, it was already 3 hours ahead of what I remembered, and my cell phone screen was pitch black. Even still, I'm amazed she can enjoy such a difficult movie. I guess she really must be pretty smart, that girl. I said these words that sounded like an excuse, but nobody would hear them. On the other hand, around that time...
Thank you, Kirino, for helping me out with dinner.
No problem.
What were you doing all day today?
I was watching a movie.
You really do love them.
I guess so.
You don't get tired of it?
I don't.
I see.
What was funny about that?
Nothing. I just thought it was nice that you have something you like that much.
What about you, Miss Sumi? You don't have any hobbies?
I guess I don't. Oh, maybe work and observing humans.
What? I don't think that counts as a hobby.
Really? By the way, Kirino.
What is it?
This is about Makoto, but...
Yes?
Do you think you can be friendly with him? I guess that's your response.
I'm sure he wouldn't want to be friends with a girl like me. That's so unfriendly anyways.
That doesn't seem to be the case, though.
What?
You know, apparently, he's watching movies so that he can get along with you better.
Movies? What kind?
The one that you recommended to me before. I told him about it.
Is that so? Interesting.
So, don't you think that you might be able to talk to him? Even just a little bit?
Well, I'll think about it.
Okay, thank you.
That night, once again, the meal was just the three of us. Myself, Miss Sumi, and Miss Nihonda.
Oh, that reminds me. What were you up to today, Makoto?
She said that she was reading a line, and Miss Sumi looked over at me. And then she gave me one wink. She probably thought she was throwing me a sneaky bone, even though it was completely obvious.
Miss Sumi, you really don't need to do things like that.
Oh, really?
Yes. So, what was your name again? Takamichi?
Yeah?
How was it?
What?
You were watching a movie that Miss Sumi recommended you, right?
Yeah, I guess.
How was it? I thought that way they used the time leap was really new and different. Even though it was already obvious fingerprints everywhere, I was shocked that there was a way to present it like that.
You think so?
Obviously, because there are a lot of films produced after that tried to catch up to this one.
That's interesting. I could tell that Miss Nihonda was getting more and more excited. The conversation started developing into more about the details and the pitfalls of the story. Watching her, Miss Sumi seemed happy as well. I was the only one that was panicking. This wasn't looking good. This definitely turned into a situation where I can't say that I fell asleep midway through.
In the very end, there are a lot of theories about why the main character did what he did. So what do you think, Mr. Takamichi?
What do you mean?
You know, about his choice in the end. Did you actually watch the movie?
I did. That's what I said, honestly. But I fell asleep midway through.
Is that so?
I don't usually watch movies like that, so the topic was pretty weird. And I hadn't slept much last night, so I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fool you, but you just seemed really excited to be talking about it. So I guess I didn't want to stop you.
I don't need your excuses.
I understand. This was the worst. Even though Miss Sumi gave me an in, even if it was a little clumsy, I wasted it all. After that, we didn't have any conversation whatsoever, and finished our meal. Once dinner was over, Makoto looked upset as he returned to his room. Left at the table were only Sumi and Kirino.
Kirino?
What is it?
Listen, about what just happened.
What about it?
About Makoto. That was my fault, so will you please forget him?
What is there to forgive anyway, though?
Is that so?
It's just that. I do look at him a little differently now. What? What is it? Are you sure you're not mad? That's what I said, didn't I? But sometimes you're hard to read about things like this, Kirino. But what do you mean you look at him differently? I was impressed that he actually tried to watch the movie. What do you mean? You know, I actually have a lot of guys try to talk to me all the time. Well, you are quite cute after all. Yeah, well... Oh, you're going to agree? It's a fact, isn't it? Anyway, I always tell those guys that if we're going to talk about movies, then I will listen. But then when I try to say that, they all say they forgot about that and let's do something more fun. Or that they'll eventually watch it, or they'll just keep lying. I see, so there's a reason why you don't like guys much. But in his case, he actually tried to watch the movie so he could talk to me. So that means he actually tried to face me as a human to human, right? And I'm not such a terrible person that I would just ignore somebody who is actually trying to have a conversation with me. What? Really? What is it? Oh, nothing. Never mind. It sounded like there was more to that, but I guess we can let it go. Plus, for somebody who doesn't watch many movies, I do think that movie was a difficult one. You seem like you're enjoying this, Kirino. Yeah. Why is that? It's a movie nerd's favorite thing. To be able to sink a newcomer down into the depths with us. And from now on, I think I'm going to use my collection to bring him and pull him in with me.
And then, Kirino Nihanda smiled. After I finished eating dinner, I decided to go back to my room and try to watch the movie again. That's because this time, I felt like I might be able to watch it until the end for some reason. And I was right about that. This time, the plotline that I couldn't understand earlier actually flowed right into my mind. Oh, I get it. It was Miss Nihanda. It was because she actually explained it all in detail to me earlier. The setting, as well as the intentions of the producer. When you know things like that, the movie was really good. By the time I realized it, I'd completely forgotten my initial objective, and I was completely sucked into the movie. At night, before she was going to sleep, and she was choosing what movie to watch, there were footsteps coming towards Nihanda's room. Those footsteps started to get louder, and they stopped right in front of her door. Miss Nihanda?
What? Mr. Takamichi?
Please, open up!
What? I haven't forgiven you that much. But wait, it's against the rules for a boy to go into a girl's dorm.
It's fine. Just hurry.
Yes. So, what do you want?
I watched the movie.
Huh?
The movie that I fell asleep during in the afternoon. This time, I actually watched it until the end. And it was thanks to you. Because you explained it. You broke it down for me. So it was a lot easier for me to understand. That's why.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really great.
It was, wasn't it?
From there, we spent the rest of the night talking about movies together.
What? That movie is a classic and you haven't seen it?
I told you, didn't I? The only movie I've really watched were animes. And I haven't watched anything until now.
You definitely are missing out on 80% of life.
Damn it! How could I have been so dumb?
It looks like you've got some good luck, Mr. Takamichi.
Why's that?
Because at this timing, you were able to meet me, and I happen to know a lot about interesting movies.
I see. Well then, can you give me a few of your recommendations?
Of course.
Thanks.
Also, one more thing.
Yeah?
Do you think that we could be friends? You see, I don't actually know anybody that likes movies, and I wanted someone I could talk to about them with.
What are you saying?
What?
We're already friends, aren't we?
You're right. Hey, what do you want to watch today?
You know it's already this late at night, right?
I don't mind, because I want to watch one.
What kind of reasoning is that? But, well, I guess it's fine. Because I took a nap in the afternoon, so I'm not sleepy anyway.
It's decided.
That night, the two of us stayed up and enjoyed watching movies, recommended by Kirino Nihanda. A few days later...
Hey Makoto, you need to hurry up!
Just wait!
I can't wait, the movie is going to start!
We have plenty of time, don't we?
I have to buy goods at the shop. Come on, hurry up, hurry up!
Yeah.
Oh my,
Are the two of you going out together?
I'm going to go with Kirino to go see a movie she wants to see.
That's not true. I'm the one that's going with you. You were the one that said that you wanted to watch this one in the first place.
Is that how it went?
Yeah, it was.
Interesting. It's a date. How nice to be young.
That's not what it is. Well then, we're gonna get going now.
Yes, go have fun.
Come on, Makoto, hurry up.
Yeah. Under the soaring blue sky, Sumi couldn't help but smile as she watched the two high schoolers run off.
This is definitely a date.
Because that was the first time she ever saw Kirino look so happy to talk to a boy. I wonder how long it'll take him to realize how she feels. And what a treat to be able to have a front row seat to their beautiful story.
Yeah, my hobby definitely is this. My work and human observation.
Sumi Shikisaki smiled with satisfaction. On the way home from cram school, a suspicious person approached me, Naoto Sagawa. With the way he's dressed, he has to be some kind of pervert. Because of his strange appearance, I tried to keep my distance. But... Huh? Wait, what? I saw him suddenly lose his balance out of the corner of my eye, and I reached out in a panic. Please let me make it. Are you okay? Huh? This voice. It's a girl?
I'm sorry. I must have passed out for a moment. You can let me up now.
I think it'd be better if you go to a doctor's. I'm sure there's still some clinics open. I can help you to a taxi stand if you want.
Why are you being so nice to me? I'm dressed so suspiciously.
At least she's aware of that. Well, I can't help it. Everybody has times when they need help. And I can't just leave someone who is just passed out on the street.
Oh.
More importantly, can you think of a reason why you're feeling so bad? It isn't normal for someone to suddenly lose consciousness. I can't imagine how scary it'd be if she had no idea at all about the reason.
The thing is, I actually have a fever, but I continued pushing myself recklessly anyway. I guess my body's finally caught up with me.
I see. So that's why you're wearing a mask.
Oh, that's not the only reason.
Huh? Talk about vague. Here we are. Fortunately, the taxi stand was nearby, and we got there in no time. She was really light too, so I had no trouble at all holding her.
Thank you for your help. It looks like I have to thank God that you were the one I ran into. Please, let me thank you properly next time.
That's overstating it. What I did wasn't a big deal, so please, don't worry about it.
I insist. This is my chat ID. Please feel free to contact me anytime.
She's casually giving her contact to a random guy she just met. She should be more careful. Wait, what if this is some kind of romance scam? Well, I'm hardly a well-known guy, so I don't think that's very likely. I'd probably have to be more cautious if I was rich or famous, but I don't think anyone would go to so much trouble to target an average Joe like me.
Now that I think about it, it's more sincere if I thank you without any disguises.
Huh? Disguises? Ignoring my confusion, she took off her sunglasses.
I still have a fever, so forgive me if I leave the mask on.
Huh? You're...
Shh.
Cutely holding a finger up in front of her mask, she winked at me, probably telling me not to make a big fuss.
I think it was fate that brought us together. I won't forget how you helped me.
Oh, you don't need to.
I can't make the driver wait too long for me, so I'll be going now. I wish you sweet dreams tonight.
I don't clearly remember what happened after we parted. I was home and collapsed onto my bed by the time I came to my senses again. What I had experienced was so shocking, the entire thing felt like a dream. Seriously, what were the chances? While I was rolling around on my bed, I heard a knock on my window. In any other house, I'd be freaked out. But at my place, this is a common occurrence. And the reason is...
As I thought, you're here.
As you can probably tell, she's my neighbor. Her name is Hinagiku Aikawa, and she's my childhood friend. Cute and popular, she's well known as the idol of our high school. Is there something you want?
Something I want? Seriously? You haven't read any of my texts. You're at home anyway. Would it kill you to reply to me?
Sorry. I just got home. I mean, you should know that, shouldn't you?
I was in the bath, so I didn't see you going in.
Now that she mentioned it, I don't think I saw the light on in her room when I got back. Well, I was kind of in a daze, so my memory isn't exactly reliable.
Did something happen?
Huh? Nope. Nothing at all.
Really? You've always been the type to hold things close to your chest. It'd be nice if you confided in me more, you know?
Hinagiku is one of the kindest people I know. She's always worrying about me. But there was really nothing to worry about this time. If anything, I feel like I just had a miracle happen to me. Rather than that, why were you looking for me? Is there something wrong?
That's, there's a part I don't understand in today's homework. And I thought you could teach me?
Oh, that's it? Which part?
Here.
I guess it's true when they say that heaven doesn't grant people more than one talent. For how much Hinagiku excels in athletics, that's how bad she is at studying. That's why I've been helping her like this since we were little. Despite this, I find her amazing for still being able to get into the same high school as me, one which prides itself on its high entrance scores. With all the effort she put in during her last year of junior high school, she's definitely a hard worker if nothing else.
Thank you. I thought I'd never get it done.
Sure. Always glad to help. I have to do my homework later too, but I still remember the answer to the question I taught her. So I should be done in no time.
Say, Naoto. I want to thank you for always helping me with my studies. So what do you think about going to the amusement park together next Saturday? I'll treat you.
The way she's saying it, she probably just wants to go herself. Okay, then let's go to the amusement park. I can pay for myself though.
Huh? But...
If I let you pay for me, I'll feel too guilty to enjoy myself.
Right. Let's just go together for fun then?
Yeah, I can't wait. Just like that, we agreed to go out together next Saturday.
Amusement park, amusement park.
As it got closer to the date, Hinagiku got more and more excited. Seeing how happy she was put me in a good mood too. I know you're looking forward to it, but make sure you don't get too excited and stop paying attention in your classes.
I won't. I'm not a little girl anymore, you know.
She probably thinks that I'm treating her like a kid. Even though she acts like a child at times, she really hates being treated like one. We finally made our way to our classroom, but... See? I told you! Right? I didn't see wrongly?
What's the meaning of this? What does he think he's doing when he already has Hina?
The classroom was unusually noisy for some reason. Good... Morning? Huh? What's with this atmosphere? Why is everyone looking at me like that? Hey, Sagawa! Explain yourself! Yeah! How the hell did you get this close to Sayaka?
I thought you were one of the good ones, Sagawa. To think you would cheat on Hina, I cannot believe you.
Calm down, everyone! I have no idea what you're talking about! Look at this! They wrote all about your passionate love affair with the top idol Sayaka Shirahoshi in this article! Huh? Printed clearly on the magazine he pushed into my face, there was a picture of me with the girl I helped out the other night. That girl was indeed the top idol, Sayaka Shirahoshi. After all, I confirmed that fact for myself after talking to her back then. But this article looks like it was fabricated with malicious intentions. Most likely a hidden paparazzi took a picture of us and wrote an article specifically designed to cause a commotion and increase sales.
Naoto? What exactly is going on?
Hinagiku? Well, it's a long story. Wait, what's wrong? She was clearly not acting like her normal self. The girl who was always so bright and friendly now felt like she was surrounded in darkness. To be honest, I was a little scared.
I asked you first, Naoto. When did you start dating Sayaka?
As Hinagiku's pitch black atmosphere engulfed the whole classroom, our classmates stepped back in fear. No, you got it all wrong. It's not what it looks like. They just happened to take a picture of us while I was helping her out with something.
But you look so friendly with each other. Are you sure you're not dating?
The large picture on the magazine showed the two of us talking at the taxi stand. I couldn't deny that it looked like we were too close for having just met. Even if it was only because of how sweetly Sayaka was smiling at me. That's just the way she smiles. You've seen it before, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. And I know that she's a kind and good person, too. After all, you're one of her biggest fans, and you used to make me watch her live streams and performances with you all the time.
Huh? Why do I feel like I just dug my own grave?
You're the proud owner of lots of her merchandise and photo albums, too. I wouldn't be surprised at all if you two were dating in secret.
Hold on. Let's think about this rationally. She's a top idol, and I'm just a normal high school student. There's no way we'd end up together.
That's not true, because I know how amazing you are, Naoto.
Huh?
That's not what I meant to say.
Obviously, I can see her getting more flustered by the second. Huh? But the way she's reacting, does that mean... General Course Class 2D, Sagawa! Report to the principal's office immediately! An all-school broadcast? It's definitely not normal to be suddenly summoned through the broadcast system. And on top of that, they're calling me to the principal's office, and not the teacher's room like I expected.
Naoto, will you be okay?
Hinagiku. For now, it looks like she's returned to normal because of her worry for me. I knew she was a nice person. It's fine. This is probably about that article too. They'll understand as long as I explain it clearly. Saying that, I left for the principal's office. But... Excuse me, I was told to... Huh?
Oh, Sagawa.
Sayaka? Why are you here? Faced with the person I expected the least, I couldn't hide my surprise.
Actually, I came to apologize.
But for what?
It's nice to meet you, Sagawa. I'm Sayaka's manager. She's already told me everything that happened in detail. We're grateful to you for giving her a helping hand when she needed it. We regret that you are involved in this situation because of it.
Please, raise your head. I don't understand why you're apologizing.
He's right. Why are you the one saying sorry? All of this is my fault. When one of our talents cause trouble, it is only right for our agency to assume responsibility for their actions. If you're putting it that way.
Sayaka looked towards me with a troubled expression.
I'm sorry, I heard from your principal that the article caused an uproar at your school as well.
Sayaka, not you too! There's really no need for this. Please, raise your heads. That article was entirely the fault of the person who wrote it, and the magazine who chose to publish it. Yes, the paparazzi who took that picture probably knows everything. They know that I only bumped into Sayaka by chance and helped her out when she was about to pass out. The only ones at fault here are the people who wrote the article and published it despite knowing the truth.
We're grateful for your understanding. I'm so sorry. I even said I wanted to thank you, but I ended up causing you trouble instead.
It's fine. It's not like we were doing anything wrong. Considering it's all fake news, I think people will probably figure it out if we leave it long enough. This is probably the last time I'll ever meet an idol like Sayaka, which means there's not much chance of the situation worsening.
If you're sure, on our part, we'll call a press conference and clearly deny all of the lies that were told. Apparently, they also took a picture of Sayaka passing you a piece of paper, so it might take a bit of time for her fans to come around, but the misunderstanding will be resolved eventually. Well, since we already made our dissatisfaction clear to the publishing company...
Looking at Sayaka's awkward smile, was that really all they did?
Putting that aside, it seems I now owe you 2 favors. I'll send you a present through my manager to thank you for the last time, as well as to apologize for what happened.
You don't really need to do that.
But I do.
Well, Sayaka's famous for her serious personality, too. She probably wouldn't be satisfied if I don't let her pay me back somehow. In that case, rather than something random you bought at a store, I'd be happy to have your autograph.
Huh? Are you sure that's enough?
The thing is, I'm actually a big fan of yours. I love you. In a totally non-romantic way, of course.
Sounds confusing.
I get what she's saying. But it's true that I have no romantic feelings for Sayaka at all, and also no intentions of causing her any more trouble than I already have. In the first place, that's why I never contacted her, even after she gave me her contact details. Me too! I want Sayaka's autograph too! Principal? I'm a Sayaka fan too! I'll be forever grateful to you, Sagawa, for giving me a chance to meet Sayaka in the flesh! As expected of a top idol, she's even managed to conquer our principal. From the looks of things, he doesn't believe the article either.
I'm happy to give it to you. This incident caused a fair amount of trouble to the school as well, after all.
Yahoo! To think I'm going to receive an autograph from Sayaka herself! There has never been a happier man! I never knew our principal was such an excitable guy. I've never had the chance to talk to him directly before, and I usually only saw him at school events anyway. To be honest, I feel like I'm seeing something I shouldn't.
If that's all, I'll pass both of you the autographs when we next meet. It'll be a while until the commotion dies down. We apologize for the inconvenience. I'm really sorry.
I said it's fine. I have classes after this, so I'll be going now too. I know that I just gave up a really big opportunity, but I can't bring myself to regret it. As her fan, I can't cause her any more trouble than this. I'm satisfied with the way things are now. Not to mention, I already have... Huh? Hinagiku? And why are all of you here too? Now that everything's settled, I can finally go back to my classroom. Was what I was thinking. But the moment I stepped out, I saw all my classmates gathered outside the principal's door. What are they doing?
Whoa, you're quite the popular guy, huh?
No, this isn't what you think it is. It's true. Sayaka's really here. Wow. Seeing her in real life, she's even cuter than on TV. You mean you're all here just to catch a glimpse of her? I don't know who leaked the information, but this looks like the start of yet another unnecessary commotion.
Sayaka? Yes?
Wait, Hinagiku, what are you... She walked right past me, and I watched as Hinagiku planted herself in front of Sayaka. I have a bad feeling about this.
Excuse me, Go for it, Hina. In terms of cuteness, you don't lose to her at all. It's too soon to admit defeat.
The fated battle between the school's idol and a real-life professional idol is about to begin! What the hell are you on? Seriously? What's happening right now? In the hallway outside the principal's office, students were getting more and more worked up. The tension in the air was palpable. It was all heading in a very strange direction. And then, Hinagiku took a deep breath.
I love Naoto too. I know you're a top idol, but I won't let you take him from me. I won't lose to you.
What does she think she's saying? She's totally getting manipulated by the crowd behind her.
I see. So that's how it is. This is why you don't respond to my advances.
Saying that, Sayaka reached out a hand towards me.
Your turn, Sagawa. Give her a proper answer. I'm sure none of that was easy for her to say.
Huh? Bewildered by Sayaka's actions, Hinagiku seemed stunned into silence. She was probably influenced into this by those around her. After all, like I said before, Sayaka and me dating was just one big misunderstanding. From my point of view, what Sayaka did was the most natural thing to do. Hinagiku, I told you this just now, but that article about Sayaka and me was all fake news. She's only here now because she felt sorry about me being involved in this situation and came especially to apologize.
Huh? So, I jumped the gun? It seems so. I'm so sorry. All of the things I said. I wish there was a hole for me to crawl into.
Hinagiku. Misunderstandings aside, I can tell that Hinagiku mustered up all her courage to confess her feelings to me in that way. If I just brush it aside, it would be humiliating for her. I have to make up my mind right here, right now. But I was happy to hear how you felt, Hinagiku.
Huh?
Ideally, I'd prefer if I wasn't saying this in front of everyone, but I like you too. I have for a long time now. So please, go out with me.
Huh?
I don't think you need to be that surprised.
Yeah, we knew from the beginning. You two have always been the most obvious pair of lovebirds ever.
So you're the ones, right? Who provoked her into confessing publicly?
Sorry. Are you sure about this? I mean, you like Sayaka, don't you?
Being someone's fan doesn't automatically mean I want to be her boyfriend. I like you, Hinagiku. You're the one I want to date.
I see. In that case, I'll be in your care from now on.
My pleasure. I'll be in your care too.
I'm glad this all turned out for the best.
And so, under the blessing of Sayaka's radiant smile, Hinagiku and I became an official couple. After that, we went to the amusement park on Saturday like we agreed earlier. Except now, it was our first date. As I spent my time shamelessly spoiling Hinagiku, our days passed happily. And regarding the article, it was announced at the press conference that the guy in question was already in a relationship, and the incident was simply him helping Sayaka while she was sick. They revealed the details of my conversation with Sayaka on that night, and even got the taxi driver to speak up and tell the truth. For now, it seems like they've managed to convince the public. The magazine which published the fake article took a great hit in the court of public opinion, and had to issue a formal apology. All's well that ends well.